how well he's played in his young career. Just what.
Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Some confidence for Charlotte with the win in their last matchup against the Pelicans.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Well, sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for New Orleans right now, Davis is out there with Michael Redd. Then there's Gervin. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Turner, and at the pivot, manning the middle. On defense, Charlotte coming off that win against Minnesota.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
I just like their confidence. Even when they did miss, it felt like that's the shot they were designing to get. So it never seemed to faze them.
Showing some initiative there.
Yeah, he takes advantage of what the defense is providing him, and that's the first bucket of the game.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Lee outside. To the paint. And to the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Now about halfway through the season, Brent, some teams looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Yeah, it's really something. I oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after 14 years of playing at a team schedule for an upcoming season, and I scratch my head and I go, wow, I used to do that? I mean, that's not easy to do.
It's very difficult. I agree.
Oh! And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Davis with the screen on Joseph. Turner with the screen. It's right outside. And no good that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Wolf. Out to the right wing. Joseph has an open look. Knocks down the three ball.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Davis down low. He's covered by Joseph. And that one's good. Gervin.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Joseph with the ball. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
Outside, Davis. Davis setting the pick for Davis. 6 to shoot. Back to Davis. That's no good, and this is his first shot of the night.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
There's the pick. Here's Joseph. Lee outside. And it's Joseph in the corner. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Lee outside. Knocks down the three ball.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Davis dishes to Turner. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Red's shot is right there.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Here's Joseph. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game. Pass to Beecham. Out to the right wing. Here's Wolf on the wing. Lee. 5 on the clock. Here's Joseph. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Aaron Davis picks one up. Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And Joseph drops them both.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
Pelicans trail by 3. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a while ago, Alvin Gentry and I were able to chat. This is their second meeting with this team. The first one didn't go as well as they liked, so this time around, they're going to try to close the lane off, push drivers and slashers as far away from the basket as possible. We'll see how that goes, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Now Lee. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Minnesota.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style.
There's the screen. Pocket 6. Here's Wolf, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Joseph. Averaging about 31 points, 16 assists, and over 4.5 steals a game. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome. He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
Davis to Gervin. Goes up to the stripe. The shot, no good. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. To the left wing. And Joseph kicks the lead. Now here's Joseph. He has 7. The drive by Lee.
You saw that. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Left side, Gervin. Can't convert after the good screen.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
There's the pick. And here is Joseph. Screen by Lee. It's up a 3. Hits it from three-point range. And now it's a 10-point Charlotte lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
And a very good all-around effort here, and that's what you need to win on the road.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Big Daddy comes in for Big Dog, and it's Big Cat in for Beach Rain. The Pelicans also changing it up. Marcus for Turner. Allen comes in for Gervin, and Jones subbed in for Michael Redd. Davis against Joseph. Brand outside. Passes to Wolf. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The Beast's got 6.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Morris kicks to Jones. There's the double team with Joseph. Will it go? And the Pelicans miss again. Hornets leading by 12. Here's Lee. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 10 points for him.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Morris with a screen on Joseph. Screen by Jones. Davis setting the pick for Allen. Here's Morris. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
And the Hornets making a change here. Garcia's checked in. New Orleans also making some changes. Zizic is checked in for Davis. And Baldwin subbed in for Davis. Lee with the ball. 10 points for him. They set the pick. Screen by Brandt. Here's Garcia. From outside, off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Jones kicks to Baldwin. A 15-footer. He with the block, but they'll get another chance. And the lead is down inside single digits. Baldwin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Joseph. He has 7. Brand a screen on Morris. Now Joseph. The dish to Brand. Shot clock at 5. Charlotte needs to get a shot. And there's the 3-second violation. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for Charlotte.
And the three-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
Pass to Baldwin. There's a screen. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup. Baldwin's got 5 points so far.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Now here is Brand. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Screen by Brand. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Campbell the pass to Brand. To the right side. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Morris. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
To stop the drought. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
To give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
The Hornets shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Pelicans trail by 10. Here's Baldwin. He's got 5. Not going to go that time. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Back to Garcia. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Now the pass to Campbell. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
They set the pick. Here's Morris. Again the miss by Morris.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. Pelicans trail by 12. ABC is out there with Campbell. And it's Big Daddy, then it's the Prophet, and it's Brand in at the 4. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Screen by Brand. Here's Campbell. Pass to Lyons. Campbell up top. There's a good screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Garcia. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Passes it to Zizic. Allen drives in and off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. The pass to Lyons. And here is Campbell. Back to Garcia. Over Allen. Pelicans pull it in.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Brand outside. Here's Campbell. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Gervin comes in for Tony Allen. And Michael Redd is subbed in for Baldwin. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. And the Pelicans making a change here. Turner's checked in. Here's Garcia. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. So often nowadays in transition, Brent, we'll see a guy get to the rim, then kick it out to someone standing at the three-point line. What's your feeling on that?
Kevin, who's at the three-point line?
Let's see Brent Berry's up.
I'm more than okay with that. You know, some of the guys, Kevin, in the new age are running to the three-point line, and as the ball gets to the rim, yeah, the modern-day fast break is not your classic 3-on-2, and we're going to take the wings coming in, and we're going to feed one guy for a layup. That first available wide-open three-point shot, whether 2 seconds into the possession or 12, is something coaches are willing to live with.
Problem is, though, sometimes that big wants to run and does run, but you don't reward him, and then maybe they don't run the next time down.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have a big guy working that hard. Problem is, in today's game, some of those big guys are also running to that three-point line.
You're exactly right. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Lyons. Back to Garcia. And it's blocked. Gervin against Garcia. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. New Orleans making some changes here. Davis comes in for Zizic. And it's Davis in for Jones. Garcia up top, covered by Gervin. Campbell kicks to Garcia. They set the pick off the screen. He got right to the cup using that screen. Garcia's got 6 in the quarter.
And defensively, you got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Drops in the tray.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
And here is Campbell. 7 points in the game. Left side, Garcia. Pass to Campbell. Back to Garcia. Just 4 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Brand. And then Brand with the dunk.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Davis against Campbell. Now here is Davis. Defense is right there. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Charlotte leading by 12. Campbell with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Garcia passes to Campbell. Back to Garcia. Off the bench. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Davis.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Big Dog, he's checked in for Big Daddy. B-Train comes in for Big Cat, and it's the Beast in for ABC.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Passes it to Wolf. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Brent, the NBA has a new CBA, now a collective bargaining agreement. How big a win is this for everyone involved?
I don't think the league has been in any better situation than it is right now, Kevin. And for the fact that labor discussions all took place behind closed doors without anything sneaking out underneath them, I think it was great for the league. It's been great for Adam Silver. It's been great for the Players Association. So it's nice to see the train keep rolling.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Lee's checked in for Charlotte. Joseph comes in for Campbell. Kicks it to Red. Davis setting the pick for Red. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. Red's got his second basket of the night.
And the shot is good, Kevin, but the screen by Davis, that's the real reason why that high percentage look was open.
Here's Dio. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And the pass to Wolf. Feeds to Joseph from deep three-point range. That one doesn't drop. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Red against Lee. Step back shot, and the jumper is on the mark. Red's got his third basket of the night.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Here's B-Train. He had 13 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. There's the screen. It's stolen by Davis. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Here's Lee. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Break from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots. We knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
On the wing, Lee. Red with the steal. Davis down low. He's covered by Joseph. Offensive rebound. Hornets leading by 10. He kicks it to Lee. Looking to end the drought. That's good from Joseph on the assist by Lee. Joseph's got 9 points.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Red outside, and the rebound goes to the Hornets. Big Dog's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He sunk that 3 in the first, but yet to make another one.
Now Joseph, 9 points in the game so far. Lee outside. From the arc, hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 13.
Now, right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Turner with the screen. Davis against Joseph. Takes the 3. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Davis.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now, here's Joseph. Over Davis, and Joseph kicks the lead. Back to Joseph. Lee outside. Shot clock at 6. Buries it from 3-point range. Lee's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Charlotte.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Left side, Gervin puts the move on. That one off the back iron and out. Hornets leading by 15. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Here's Joseph. The shot will not fall, and New Orleans will go the other way with it. Thanks to Gervin. And a miss there on the triple. Charlotte's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And it's Big Dog with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, pretty obvious over the back call there, but being out of position, that was really the only option.
Try to make as good a decision as you can every time you have the basketball, but that time he attacked without thinking too much.
Marcus Morris is checked in for New Orleans. Allen comes in for Michael Redd. Here's Gervin, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Charlotte making some changes. Big Daddy's checked in for Big Dog. Big Cat comes in for B-Train, and it's Garcia in for the Beast. And then for New Orleans, Zizic comes in for Davis, and Jones subbed in for Davis. The feed to Joseph, launches it. Gervin pulls it in.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Here's the screen. Off the pick. Allen's shot is off. Hornets leading by 13. Back to Joseph.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. They get a hand on it. And Gervin kicks to Jones. Here's Morris. Here's Zizic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
And here is Joseph. Over Gervin.
And with AD roaming around like a great white shark, smells blood in the water, makes the defense think twice.
And so it's Charlotte looking at a 13-point lead heading into the... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Charlotte had no problems getting going, jumping on every opportunity to push the tempo. At one point, they had built a 14-point advantage. At the end of one, they were still firmly in control, up by 12. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, Kenny should have...
That's it for halftime.
The scene tonight here in Uptown Charlotte, where we welcome you back to the action. Pelicans trail by 13 on the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. They've got Anthony Davis. Davis is out there with Michael Redd. Then it's Turner, and it's Gervin in at the 3. Here's the floater. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one. Free throw good. Gervin. Brett, as we're becoming a more positionless league, the league is asking guys entering the NBA to do more things. So, with that being said, of some of the youngsters, who strikes you as the most versatile?
I really love the demeanor and approach of Karl Anthony Towns' game right now. I just feel like there's something that he has in terms of how he controls himself on the floor, Kevin, and the full confidence of the complement of skills he has. Stepping back and shooting threes, playing out of the post and making passes, handling the ball on the fast break. I think Karl Anthony Towns does some amazing things and is incredibly versatile from that 5 position.
Here's Red, trying to get open as Davis. Up again, great positioning on the putback.
Well, the Brow doing a good job of reading and being aggressive after the read. Excellent at hitting the glass with the length that he has.
Here's Dio. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. There's the pick. Here's Joseph. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
Here's Davis. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the line for him here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Good on the second free throw. Hornets leading by 7. Joseph with the ball. 11 points in the game. Over in the corner, Lee. 5 on the clock. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Here's Wolf. He dishes it to Joseph. Shoots the 3. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis. The Hornets have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And Joseph drops them both. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. One guy who's been getting it done is Black Hole.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. And you can close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Davis sets a screen. Red kicks to Davis. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Davis has got 12.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, with the Hornets' length and mobility at the 2 through 4 positions, the team switches a lot defensively. Coach Steve Clifford said, you have to deal with mismatches at times, but it makes defense simpler. Those guys, they're all big enough, strong enough, and competitive enough that they're going to battle. Kevin?
And having that kind of versatility on defense is huge. GA, thank you so much. Got a hand on it. Here's Wolf. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both good from the line that time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pelicans trail by 13. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Davis sets a screen. Joseph against Davis. Shot clock at 5. And Gervin kicks to Turner. And he makes that one. Turner's got his first bucket of the night.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Joseph against Davis. It's stolen by Davis, and now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for the Pelicans.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Brett, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put this mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that. Thank you. But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and it was about 39-inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all. Pelicans trail by 9. Bulls from the top of the key, and he connects with the jumper. Davis has got 16 points.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Now Lee, he's got 18. Pass to Wolf. Here's B-Train. Here's the Beast. He feeds it to Joseph. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Joseph's got 7 points for the quarter.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
Hornets leading by 10. Lee outside. Red with the steal. Here's Gervin. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 15.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
There's B-Train looking for his first basket still in this one. Now here's Joseph. There's a good screen. And a wide open look for Lee. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Jones checked in for Gervin. Davis against Joseph. Hit by Lee. Pass to Wolf. Takes a three. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Pelicans trail by 8. And here's Jones. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Back to Red. Clock at 4. From downtown, it's rebounded by Charlotte.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Now, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you could turn it up.
And it's lights out with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Big Daddy's checked in for Big Dog. And it's Big Cat in for Beach Ring. Morris is checked in for New Orleans. Allen comes in for Michael Red.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
But they'll get another chance. On the basket. By Jones.
One of the better shots in his arsenal. Someone has to rotate.
Joseph against Davis. Lee with the ball. He's got 18. Back to Joseph. Screen by Brand. Here's Wolf. Bangs home the trifecta. The Beast's got 15.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Davis kicks to Morris. Davis sets a screen. Shot off the screen. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Morris has got his second basket.
Yeah, crafty inside. Morris has become proficient at using his body to create just the right amount of space for that shot.
Back to Joseph, and there's the pass to Wolf. And it's the Hornets, another three.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Davis kicks to Morris. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
The Pelicans have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripe tonight. That one is off. Campbell, he's checked in for Joseph. He hits the second from the line. Charlotte calls timeout.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
While we have the chance, I'll look at our 2K leaderboard and the top shooting small forwards at the free throw line during the last month. And you look at the Beast, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic. And, of course, the Prophet, another player that shoots extremely well from the free throw line. Here's Lee. Pass to Campbell. Back to Lee. Over Jones. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Davis. 6th in scoring, 6th in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned. One of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. This is to Jones. This one for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Jones has got his second bucket tonight.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
Here's Big Daddy. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Over in the corner, Brand. Now Campbell. There's a good screen. Out to Lee. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Lee's got 7 now in this quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Davis sets a screen. Davis dishes to Jones. Allen, a screen on Campbell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Davis can't get it to go.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
No good from Lee.
Gotta make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. Defense was just okay.
And when Marcus Morris gets a defender in a one-on-one situation, Greg, he feels the most at home.
And part of that might be from going up against his twin brother all the time when they were young. Marcus Morris has a great knack to find a shot he likes. Terrific with his mid-range.
Campbell kicks to Lee. Pass to Boyd, to the middle, out to Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, top man is going for the jugular.
Here's Allen. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Allen's got 5 now.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
It's stolen by Davis. 13 feet away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
No, right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
And here is Campbell. He's got 7. Passes it to Wolf. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The first one falls. And so he hits both. They swipe it. Here's Campbell. And so it's Charlotte holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a cruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
We gotta be more solid, okay?
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play getting started. Charlotte leading by 8. Beast out there with Big Cat. That's the Prophet. Then there's Campbell, and it's Boyd in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the Hornets' 5. Use that pick to get in close. And it's now 22 points for the Beast.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
And that's a foul. Throw it on money. That's his first foul. ABC's checked in for Charlotte. And so here's New Orleans. Davis, the pass to Morris. Snatched away. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Brand. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Gervin's checked in for the Pelicans. Pelicans trail by 13. There's the pick. Davis dishes to Gervin. Kicks it to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Here's Davis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
And he's good on the second. Hornets leading by 12. Screen by Brand. Morris against Campbell. He's looking for Brand and finds him. Over Davis. Brand, good.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
Here's Morris. The shot from the low post is good.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Here's Big Daddy. Campbell with it. Over in the corner, Brand. Now Campbell. Outside, Garcia. From beyond the arc and then some.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. They set the pick. Lets it go with a three. That shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Gervin against Garcia. And Gervin kicks to Davis. Davis sets a screen. Here's Gervin. The putback. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Big Daddy's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Great effort from Anthony Davis to take the hit and drag himself to the free throw line.
And the first one drops.
Sounds weird to say, but a guy 7 feet tall like Anthony Davis could be considered an out-of-nowhere superstar. In high school, he was a skinny kid on the bench, not like he's big now. But until an 8-inch growth spurt, it changed everything. That's why he's got those point guard skills.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Morris. And Michael Redd is subbed in for Jones. And Davis wasn't on the recruiting radar really until his senior year of high school.
I really cannot believe that, especially after watching the 1 year in Kentucky, winning a national championship, the most outstanding player of the tournament, the #1 pick, grabbing a gold medal. I mean, the scouts are out there, right?
Here's Gervin. That shot off. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Brand, a screen on Davis. Campbell, the pass to Lyons. Charlotte moving it around. Just 5 on the clock.
Powerful. I mean, I'm amazed there's still glass in that backdoor.
Greg, look at the bench. The entire bench out of their seats.
Well, that's their guy right there, Kevin, taking down the house.
Cranes the three-pointer.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Outside, Garcia. And the Hornets call time here. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Charlotte making some changes. Big Dog, he's checked in for Big Daddy. P-Train comes in for Big Cat, and it's Joseph in for ABC. Okay, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The dish to Red. Out of bounds. Charlotte. Charlotte leading by 13. And here is Campbell out to the right wing. Back to Joseph. 6 on the shot clock. Up and in on the way. Joseph's got 20 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Gervin against Garcia. Outside for Davis. Now, here is Red. D right on him. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Campbell. Feeds it to Joseph. The pass to Campbell. Back to Joseph. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Joseph's got 11 in the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Davis, here we go. Score the basket is 8 for 13 from the floor.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Here's Dio. Now here's Joseph. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 24 points for him.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside, Davis. That shot off. Hornets leading by 14. And the dunk by Joseph.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
He is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Gotta love the fact that going vertical is a major part of what makes him so difficult as a point guard to defend, especially around the rim.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Lights Out.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. The Beast, he's checked in for Big Dog. And Lee's up in for Campbell. Drills the three-pointer.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Pelicans trail by 16. Davis setting the pick for Davis. They set the pick. And turn it to Gervin. Just 5 to shoot. Lets a floater go. Fast break now for Charlotte.
Oh! How about the look on the fans' faces? I mean, they are in shock.
Utterly astounding.
Well, that is what you pay to come and see the best athletes in the world.
Free throw good, Gervin. And both free throws good for Gervin. Charlotte leading by 16. Joseph with the ball. There's a good screen. Basket is good, and they'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pelicans trail by 19. Now Davis. Outside Turner. It's right outside. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Reds got 6 in the quarter.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
And here is Joseph. Here's B-Train. And it's Joseph in the corner.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal. And he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
The first free throw is good. And Joseph drops them both. Got a piece of it. Pelicans trail by 18. Davis dishes to Turner. Inside. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Turner. Turner's got 3 assists tonight.
Incredible work from Davis. He carves out some space right under the basket and just works the defense down, grinding them deep in the paint.
Davis against Joseph. They set the pick. Here's Lee outside, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Gervin against Garcia. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Gervin. Now here's Joseph. And Davis pulls it down.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Good on the shot.
Defense maybe got away with a foul there, but AD too good for their best efforts with that shot.
Joseph with the ball. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter. On the wing, Lee over Red. Shots in by Lee. Lee's got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Red passes to Davis. Off target with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Joseph. And the layup is good. Joseph's got 33.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Hornets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Joseph.
They looked aggressive on the offensive end, and that compounded into lots of great opportunities that he capitalized on.
And they'll turn over. Did not get off the shot. 24-second violation. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Here's Baldwin. Allen outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's just smart basketball. Ideally, you love for all of your shots to come from that spot.
Now Joseph. Outside, Garcia. Wilkes. Nice hit again. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, pretty obvious over-the-back call there, but being out of position, that was really the only option.
Try to make as good a decision as you can every time you have the basketball, but that time he attacked without thinking too much.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Jones against Garcia. Here's B-Train over Jones. That's the good.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused at